Petition for a higher juicy news. We might be a had the latest hot and era made Bremo. And it is so young subscriber to channel idea, but more than say over subscribe. The way I say over click a year subscribe button, you know. Now we barely notification, you know. We understand video for be upload, no. When the first person wants Ebeka a year sa video. I feel we are now one like video, no. Give us a thumbs up. Nafi shema wo fufro na wenye bi hwe na wo hu ensemo ekoso e wo Ghana memu hanom afi ye hwe ye ensemo abeto ye no so yenti ye sa report ya ababeto dwa sansemu wenti
ye judiciary no over the years say deliberate say enye deliberate so we serve your Ghana has this year you can see that most people are not comfortable with the judiciary
culture na
yes
yeah.
As to how you drew honomono can be a topic about discussing on a different day.
Yeah.
But it is a fact that Ghana ni bia OT and Shy FM. No way or baby to say your judicial system over the years, the way they have conducted themselves, Ghana for lose hope in it. Unless that one person, irrespective of your political dispensation, this is what is happening in the country. Service in are showing say Ghana for lose judiciary. Musho siya moya wahai. Mame femone other ones na. I didn't see any is because of confidence and people lose in the court.
Yeah.
And over how mame femu yo money ama wahase ya. Justice is a amount for benya wo inspire from studio hase no. Ebi okoko ta onya. Enti asam to obi a ade aba ne tin wo inspire from enya court.
Right.
And that adiano and says your money to us because there's a government institution and says or no na attending any paper or money koso. Society no lose hope in that system. Now you resort to radio stations and other places for justice. Adia, it tells you there's a problem with our judiciary. Holistically, that we have to look at it.
True.
If you look at this court here, this is a court. Oma jatu mami nyina aba be jatu mu se ukuta birth certificate to Ghana ha entimi nia dance say we Ghana ni but sa birth certificate na no sa o de kwaje passport a eno na ade dia dance je passport no o je passport ni wi a passport ni timi dia dance say we Ghana ni
yeah
odo obi otie bi enti ya court ya ka ho asem ya ene there's an attempt to cleanse the court ya adani issues are here discussing we have a court Atimia jatu say birth certificate. Ukuta se na de chere say me birth certificate ni Ghana ni a yanyintum. But say open passport o the birth certificate ni de kwa chere ni ama passport no o wi a passport na birth certificate na woro ne de ye kwa to ne say no de o de chere yanyintum so ye Ghana ni. Oma jatu wa ede na basa it was because at the time party no wa ba ma ye MPP was pushing it. Can say MPP for position, you know, and it simply doesn't make sense. A court to buy the position of the MPP. I don't know Ghana card to a benti. The court did that for them. Commonsensically, you know who said there's question about it. Say birth certificate, you know, and don't mean you to so ye Ghana ni. Now what acquire passport to the air, not passport to my to so ye Ghana ni. This court has allowed it. It raises concerns. It raises questions. If you act like that, you force people to intervene. And that is why we are seeing an intervention today. Let's call a spade a spade. Again, Chief Justice Obia Ninsano, Obia Antano. I am conforming the petition yaba. Say Mampeni, Mamma no say any no way. And Manasi Dibi Saba. I say Mampeni, no me tell you, and Mamma's more you jabaso. I don't permit it in the Maniachapa. As I said, Mampeni using the discretionary powers. Now they determine say okay, issues ya bay. Mama na agina check kakra na mahwehwem na me wia ya de ho asma beto ana say na Mampeni na bibiansi you. If Mampeni say Chief Justice, Monkofo abo kwadu amude abonti gina ho kakra na yenhwehwem wia de ebesi no na ye de aba abontin. That is what is happening in Ghana here. People from BNC. Of course, I will not be hypocritical. Ubetumaka say yeah politics. So people will try and raise politics name, I mean no, or yeah saying MP before now appointed no by. You can raise all those issues. But Ghana need be also so say we will have to do something about our courts. Sending a court to no crampa, the entire judiciary system, we must have a second look to it as to why Ghanaians have lost confidence in it and now resorting to radio stations and other places for justice. But it's not a concern.
But yes, it is a concern. But do you say just because of that, the only means NC Ebesake the head of it?
My conversation is not about the Chief Justice. I
understand your perception.
Yes.
Ghana, for as we speak, Parliament. And yeah, baby, a Ghana for pay.
Any issues, any confidence room,
any police for and fact. What I said, the only thing recent one now only Jubilee House and my point is, I know Nancy say yes, say a yakakra. But what share Parliament, police, immigration,
and some are Ghana for
and fact.
So must it be like that?
So what do we do
to cleanse?
Do we then sack?
And this will be the because here names this is a canker we are facing. So be the issue. Be bad. You must give a hearing to it because there's a problem. I accept to say people are losing hope in our judiciary. Yet the Chrome was saying, "Yeah, how our case is how it was handled. We cannot challenge their competence. We are not challenging their verdict. But we all have common sense. In so many people, I say their common sense. Sometimes we appreciate or understand them.
But are you saying, say, CJ Justice Torkonoo, CJ no na the court system no? Ghana for susu say enquire.
But this time the iOS cry.
How?
This time the iOS
data does not support.
Oh no, this time data.
It has always been like that. Under 2050. So be kaya. No. Meboa say data all the research.
I'll meet you.
I'm just saying so we share time number 12 asemi bai. Any judge for mu gi aponche. Any sa anyoma yi eba yi a. Na under the first John Mahama. In fact, for time crash still sadeno. Na ewo. The court na nkasa ni makona court ye say na judge ye say na sefo no. Obia when ya say encounter ni say ya. My only thing is say, are we saying say by Chief Justice Francis Waye oko a best of issue no?
Okay, but there's always a starting point.
Okay. In
the cleansing process.
All right.
Again, Mamenka says you see. You bet my home say you pesi yebeka any ade.
Right.
Say your court. Now one regime 11 of the justices if you one regime. Obetuma say they did it legally. But Ghana ni piazo nim said that court is not fair.
Na say any fault.
I'm coming. You see, the fact that say na Ajantwa. Menu nyina adi tum say what President Akufo Addo did was illegal. Does not take away the fact that court now is not fair.
Fair, say.
Out of the 14 net was this year, 11. Nana do am cut now. Is it true or false? I have admitted that. They did it illegally, but that does not take away the fact say court now one is not fair because we are all politicians.
So is it fair? Is it fair? Say Obinso be kase. The John Mahama ye illegal, but it doesn't stop us thinking say purely political.
You have every right.
All right.
And to say court now was Supreme Court now 14 justices out of the 14 President Akufo Addo had 11. No ma. MPP for ya suspected say baby we scared be out to radio national service. 80,000 ghost names. 80,000. Monthly be 715 Ghana cedis. Multiply by 80,000. 60 million Ghana cedis. And I know muchedi. Yabaye. Yetima cleansing from 80,000 payment here no last month. German only 90,000 people. And don't send this bar power. National service for any areas. As we speak, you do 1 month cry. Why? Because number now reduced from 180,000 to 90,000. Just because of audit. And tabai and one hand on tabai to meet ya. Menoti hey and do not every month. The fear besi match. Epui is see ya nyamiadum yabese tuya. Okwabrane the 80,000 egum at the 715 Ghana cedis. Sa for over from 2019. You see, sa case we. Mimi timi tranko to so mimi trench FM. Wo so timi trench FM. And you didn't perform say sign pakrowi. Yeah. But how did you go court? Now why would him say court ya would you go the party for 11 wa. E pie ba na court no ain't na for tuma. Do you come and blame Ghana for say Mahamadu him say Akufo Addo board justices 11 ko honum and be very mu ko nyina.
Oh yeah, fast track high court.
Senior.
Now
Senior. O ma mi wi abo. Send this for me be come say tie. Cases here ya kenhwe ECG. ECG container.
Yeah.
Our macradi container na ba drew pot. Me why we should cleanse the judiciary. Na Ghana fonti ase.
Ansa na mo de nkofo na kokko.
Me ba them. ECG container here $500,000. Our macradi abedru pot.
Yeah.
Ghana buying a cry through ECG. Nkofo yi say o man timi ania ma paneti ache no. Na omo bo ade here $500,000 no auction 100,000 Ghana cedis. Edi ama omo akabas Indian companies omo ba establish wo Ghana ha say na omo wi a ECG say twa no ho akoto afiri nkofo no $300,000. My goodness. Sa asem wi Ghana ni bi ata na koma etu me wa see the Kojina court na MPP justices 11 na to na Nyankopon fa fie na omo kwaye party sem kwaye nyina anim say yenim how they were appointed there. No mu pia be ka che Ghana for say nkofo na ye ya be ka case we ko ye no ye say technicalities ni what ye ja omo a how will Ghanaians see NDC?
So are we saying say NDC for any proper legal team say me wo evidence say Patrick Ewua any nebusuafo etua
me krapim ni say Asante
what disika evidence ni nie krata nie ba me kokota right now no mumu susu say MPP for Supreme Court judges na wo ho.
No. The point I want to make is say, you see, a rhetorical question I'm doing Ghana for. Say, your Supreme Court justices, Akufo 14. President Akufo Addo appointed 11.
But the first one appointed me.
What do you mean? You are Ghana ni biya oti baby a judgment. Oh, okay. Ubet Maka said the fact that President Akufo appointed in interest or MPP ni.
Because John Mahama appointed Nkofo Bibria omunye ndi.
Matias me bamba Matias. Oh, Nana
say John Mahama bai we appointing Nkofo a yenim se omunye NDC for.
Oh, they are a different topic.
But I'm just saying, so what makes it say just because Nana Akufo appointed 11 to omunya MPP?
But we believe that.
Why?
Politics are you chroma say no. Politics are you. I dey bentina. Fence papa yi. I say our active bafuboni. Wow, since 2008. I on the senior most. Mami ya chief judge about 2019. Na papa na tena for over 15 years. And so they be chief judge ayan fama no. I dey bentia. Nana janja to ima no say me no na edi nkomo.
What say?
Me say papa ya te see no na act as acting chief justice. Bafuboni president Akufo na dey call 2008.
Yeah.
Dear Bentin na papa na tena since 2008. Ye chief justice bia na omo beto no. No wadi be 10 years, 11 years. So any asa omo mama be chief justice now papa ne to. E dey bentia.
E bia na o ye incompetent.
Oh, okay. Me there. Okay. I suspect a purely political.
Okay.
Me purely because papa na ya president Akufo boy. Or president Akufo na appointing, let me use that word.
Yeah.
I withdraw the boy.
Yeah.
Na you almost suspect say bia court na call Supreme Court go and read papa ne verdict. Ono na decent ya na ne or support to NDC. Go there and see ni na the NDC case no go there and read it. I took time and read Bafuboni. Supreme Court case no. Ni judgment or the buy no. Na oji NDC nsem ni tum. We suspect say enunti Yamana now from 2008. Mami ya no chief justice yo about 2019 no papa na wo over 11-14 years. The BI ya chief justice ani abafan ho ya bafan ho sa ni juniors abe leading ni sa. Nana ja to me busan shira FM for say any obi a otie say die be ntina Bafuboni ya tra since 2008. Na the BI MPP time ombo chief justice be 4. Ye bo ni nyina fa ne ho ne ya fa ama no.
Okay, nje say through NDC so.
No, me ba. So it means that there be misrao. So it means no, it means that you cannot take away the political sentiment from it.
Okay.
Uchumu time there's a political decision.
All right.
And how they were appointed to the place. Yeah, politicians in there. Ye nim say edu hono ma eye den ya wo ye ni pay. You have a way over appointing Kofa upon myself.
Okay.
And this 11 out of 14 na hono. Yan the same people for the case ni ko mo ko jeja mo me ka che Ghana for say. Ya here do mo ba no NDC for mo ba mo tim for bi antum. Tell community hey. Empire mo bo nyina no say 4 years ne be so nyanjelu obi a. No ba ka say mo ba mo si awieska, mo si adisen, mo ba man for bi antum tum de nipa 11 akogu no. We will legally cleanse the court. Make the court a fair place so that Ghanaians justice are Ghana for expect Ghana for the can cophobia Ghana for the can for them obi within 3 years what of him 27 case, you know. All those issues as I say Ghana for justice, we have to cleanse the court legally to make sure that justice in Ghana for Saka.
But are we saying say it is only the Supreme Court and the betimi do obi atum? For example, so be a discar High Court intimate.
But we are obaya appeal ya do ebekoin.
Nti e ko ho anan.
So ya appeal it is the last place.
Nti o mu ko mbebo atu ago.
Oh nana ya to asma mi ken. I said asma mi ken. Me no dey ko you. Matias here ya enipa no akọ High Court.
So onko. Nti o ko Supreme Court.
Ana ko appeal ko appeal court.
Nti o ko dey.
O ye no asa ko Supreme Court. Enko yo. Me ba mbuza enko yo.
That but me constitution no limit the number of Supreme Court judges ana.
No, as at now, there's no limit. And also another thing we should all discuss as Ghanaians. Say, must we cap the Supreme Court justices?
When you say USA, no, as a cap of you.
Yes, because as a BBA said, no. In Tuesday, President Mahamadu BBA, we are not part of the cleansing process. No. Also, the best 7, 8 to be back home. Obedient to me in Kasa because it is not capped. Okay. So there's 7, 8 ni bania for more panel. You have a panel no bit mako year. Ebema Ghana for justice. Otase. So we need to do that. Mo nada. O young people ni class making. Esa otase say. We can't have a court where out of 14, 11 was appointed by a certain regime and one president.
Nene ko kan wasem ye.
And asema ya ba bedi no. E yo mo nkofo ya na e don ba bedi na o manim. That's fair. That's not fair.
You are talking about the judges.
I had to say, I had to say, I had the police. I had to say police for. Yeah. You took room where you police for your politics. But I thought about you appointed IGP, you appointed commander, you appointed one honey. Yeah, some money you had them go for.
Yeah.
Until Omunya politics. But I then I buy the Sabia no be had and call for regional commander and one honey.
Okay.
So we can pretend to say your name say there are only a political element. I know they ain't able to that. But to be also name say at that level, we need be a political affiliation, even though it's not openly shown. No, be any. So let me go to say. And Ghana for they go to be no. You say apamaswa, apangomaso, and in a new dentia. Keta send proya akoso. Ghana for sika ayira. I want to hear all money. Yes, 11 free wa Ghana begu. And I no ka say 11 free wa Ghana gu. Sa sika twitwiri dia na kogu nkofo dem na ma ye budget na ye tin anti. Omo di omo hwe nya omo di 11 beto ya so betiti ye sika no. Aban bia ba yi 11 free ho. Ghana da so rane. And this size can say yanko pese can answer am le Ghana for. Na 2028 ye be ye campaign. Na be ka say MPP is corrupt. Ghana for be ka say so and so we need to make sure say we have legally cleansed the court, make the court a balanced place so that case be a case we there and obi Chief Justice say so na say onihu so sa broba so be e betuma ja no so
right. Honorable Patrick
me honorable
and on the Kasama National Service Authority. Take with you.
I don't have problem with it because Constitution make a provision for that.
Yeah.
And Constitution, share Constitution and spell be as officer, from president to the last office holder. No, there are rules and regulations that EU free. So say Obi take key as Supreme Court judge through those processes. I mean no problem.
Yeah.
And Osha so far maybe I could do from Article 1461, 1466, 14610. To say Jamama meet all these constitutional requirements so far. In young who say as our side step the constitution I can't say blame. But media make can say this thing because you're interested in that you who says it about now I shall test I can identify some loopholes on my fee say move for those reform.
Right.
One, I believe say the petition should not be open anyhow. Say me salami namoi. I can just go and write a petition say Supreme Court judge because we call court one me ABCD and I mean so a judge will be in free. There should be a certain procedure. I was say if pass it through to ensure say and you will be unable me hijack the scene by calling for a remover. Mind you, is one of the arms of the government. That is the judiciary and a head. Now, also be a person present for you. And the ketwa. So when anyhow say anybody can apply, anybody can do something. Or in court, so something against somebody in court, you yourself. This will pass through a lawyer. That lawyer will take you into okay, be against Sankandia. Be a for case now, say, he's a candidate for parliament. Or you sue somebody, I a friend lawyer, or not guiding you through. And I think say move for the better answer. Now, so share in the constitution, so I can say, Council of State SND petition a copy to the friends, the respondent, I Chief Justice. She has 7 days to respond. Meaning, which every president class or man 10 days. But law no ankasa says a committee or ebia 1 month mandate, 2 months mandate to report in your. So say suspend it or be because of your statistical app committee. Let's have a committee in 1 year to bring the reporter. The person remains suspended until say report in Abba. And so I think say Bema will be trying to abuse the right of somebody. Imagine say in a same situation, me just make it a scenario. Let's say investigation anti-me or avoid things if you say about that my mena. Let's say still they want it out. They can still say, oh, I didn't quite investigate and we. Now I'm to us out till say retirement time vessel, no retirement. And I don't think that one also is going to help. And if we say yeah, test law, some of these loopholes should be attended to. Near reform make sure say next time you better attach that mandate to the committee yeah form to investigate the woman. And thirdly, I don't think this is a fair to Ghanaians. Over 30 million Ghanaians. I mean, have whether direct or indirect benefits and that's influence be every the judiciary. Like I said, the head of judiciary no. When your case you see only the petitioner, the president, the respondent, and the Council of State also have access to those information. So you're told you're discussing and either allegations be and I say against being suspect say this is what happened. I think say Nana and also should be looked at. Say some no bar, we should make it public. Ghanaians for you now who are some amount for Kafan, Chief Justice Muntia, and a petitioner among for the 2 print the Muntia, yeah, was a unifido. Say the by nipa, you can also ensure say, oh, no crash or deep fontaine in the unifido, and I say no crash or deep into the Ajano. But Senana make assessment on some of the petitions, you know. One of the things I mentioned a shining star petition Molokoi. The Amoka woman, Dibia ya can want some data concerning the appointment, the recommendation where on some friends say judges we officer the Edombo Supreme Court ye. So we should respond. We make a comment say, I did we know Professor Zadiba say Fahimi. Then Akufo Addo refer to the Council of State. Council of State look at the issue, no. They make reference to certain cases PIC in 2015, which involve your friends saying the state attorney and others and another day. I'm say, Sir Asamono, and your president on Kwan and Timika say, oh, ye your friends say, Chief friends say, Supreme Court judges. I would say that Judicial Council can do it, the president can do it, and then friends say, Chief Justice can also make a recommendation.
Yeah.
And to appeal to Akufo President Mahamadu Bawumia because some attended to it, I bet double jeopardy, which a law is not allowed. So
I just saying, say Chief Justice ain't mean say or recommend.
That's what Professor Azar said, and that's what the Shining Star is also saying.
Really?
Say it amounts to incompetence.
How?
Say and here in the mandate and
that the Chief Justice cannot recommend.
Because Lorna Angman, she's a Chief Justice.
So, but also Onasa Oko University, answer na Ebia Obibe professor and NASA associate professor. The chancellor, who is also a professor, would have to give you that, isn't it?
But I don't
no, because the Chief Justice is the head of all the justices. Yes. And
she has been supervising everything. So
we cannot allow whoever the Chief Justice is to recommend. Say, be a Misuzu say, Kegu Betimi, I qualify. Is that what we are saying?
That's what they are saying, according to Shining Star. But I don't hear a response. Just say, judgment whereby including a friend saying, Justice Atu Ubaka say, and you know, Chief Justice enter me make a recommendation. The only thing the Chief Justice enter me can say, well, for Bijuma, but she can recommend to President.
But that is supposed to be it, isn't it?
And to hear Bonnie.
But how? Because they say, maybe a president, me name Supreme Court judges.
Exactly.
And ebeye se bi me ye president a ebeye nkwada asem se metina asem akate salam beye wo bra men consult to a chief justice awo ho. How's that possible?
And omo that's and to respond say sad no ya kan wasem
tina e kakra ka wunya aban position wutia e kakra ka te say kam na nyina mienu nyina waje
na me metia
o ti ha hwe ade ne so
sama me ka kire oni bi
some of the catches wutia ye kakra
ya metia ya na
haje hwe o hwe ye do to ha waje ye yesi a waje asi akọ ti pani e se nyoma asesa me ni ahọ ye
edi menya de me nyira na se ho hu na menya mo se me mo se menya
o de brady say kakra ba aha see ai edru ha na de waba
na ka say
dem make party say why effect am out ti da.
And the response and he said, Sasamno, way back on the 3rd of January 2025. And then Council of State can say, there's no basis, say, to me, indicting on that.
Let's okay, into professors, at the end now, the command on Akufo Addo no. Nay, yes, sir, Chief Justice now, so say, or the Ofanko for Juma, into Yam Pamon, a incompetent. And another Akufo Addo say, who say, Mfasobi any so.
Or the mouse, from say, Council of State, and no. Per 2015 judgment be a year no HSA and yen no chief justice intimate recommend say yen for bijuma and they make 3 judgments including Atuguba de Okase. Chief justice can also recommend judicial council can make recommendation the president council almost they own to me and say appoint to be ma without consulting the judicial council and even president cannot do that but the chief justice here and yen wrong it also appeal to President Mahama say man and you see that as a basis because where sana where DB a law friend double jeopardy where you judge you on one case necessary repeat judgment on the same case and the what you say some of the cases now I'm for the coin may have a substance but you deal with it okay but that the communicate about this ACP Akulu issues you know Akugo one of the things Akugo challenge panel say even though the wire in Nigerian is not captured in the court report, that means a Boapayo say mameno kataso. I'm say oh, suddenly me mejuma register and I prepare now the Abanama sign. And this ya omuko na omu ento omu bibi na man ya. You can't blame me. Meanwhile, I didn't request public knowledge. Media report. So in Kwame met me at the height. So let's wait for the investigation. Then they been a recommend on this case. So what my key response say, maybe Auditor General airport to Tiano, or make reference to foreign policy. What's important foreign policy according to what we do back ne Ukunako. I'm also suggesting the be Ukunkwa and now Bankwa. So let's wait. But they make say so far there, I'm convinced the process in the bad. Everything has met the law. But you move on, no. You shall loop so almost so you correct it. I should say, sanity preview.
I'm telling you, I have a petition very ready to present to the president about the dismissal of the Chief Justice. And I have never even used the word Chief Justice because there is nothing justice about that institution. There is nothing. What is the meaning of justice? Peri yo anyhow. In a missing a year, you say, me, yawo me birth certificate, no. Yawo me organa honey, a birth certificate, no. Birth certificate, no. So me free India, and I me bag Ghana ha, and I me nimu ye, and I me wo ya. I was here transfer me free India, and I me buy any yawo me waha. It's your friend me, Rashid Kapon. Me boy. Edi apeno no. Edi apeno. Na Rashid Kapon yatro ni yatro nationality Indian. Ye wi ani abetro ni maami din ni papa din. Wo si enu ntimi sese me ye Ghana ni ana me nya Ghana ni. Yeah. Wey wonu what me akotro say ni maami ni papa twa school fees. Torkonoo ni papa no ye adwuma wo ye friend say Kofo Addo secondary technical. Oko wi ade ne pam no. Wey papa wey ne ba wey krono a obo ya ma ye twia papa yi so ka ma ye pam ni kwatena fia ene wawu Abraham wawu the friend Abraham Kofi sa Saki ne mano nyina mini momo omu nyina Ruby nomne, Ben nomne, minimum. I know them. Oh, and we are seeing when Obianti Island. And your connections with the MPP, everyone knows. Who doesn't know Torkonoo is MPP? Who doesn't know?
Oh, who them so MPP?
Why MPP ni? Who cares when MPP ni kuampo no bayaka?
Hey, now some of them name so MPP.
Why MPP ni papa?
Name so Chief Justice. Ne ye na be man for aka se bi o MPP.
From the ne no, why ye jealous of say why ye party member? Why ye party member? And who play the role as a women organizer? And to that syndicate now, create here to loot this state, you know. She was part of that syndicate. Judiciary will be any. Just say, a man for Anno to me trash here. Oma G, say, okay, criticize Chief Justice, what but mine? Now, there be sabi, was other or your gas.
Yeah.
No painting, I'm meeting and you know, Omo a certain very primitive mentality. Once you be born NDC so, and you be and I was here making sure say, yeah, not yet they destroy NDC. Sa adwemu fi tantano enu ti na yedi nipa miensa eti akwa kosisi judiciary wa Supreme Court wo no we kona nipa miensa tisisi wo no me sanka me ba be man pani dako me de grade abekwa kodua yam amele no look sadie na si in a democracy ana
David
esi in a military junta
yeah
wo Akufo Addo wo kum nipa ngoche. In a democracy, you didn't find the need to put their heads at the Supreme Court. It's something that I'm calling on the NDC. Omuntu say nipa miensa ni tino, say nipa miensa ni tino omudi kwasi asam de ti, sa judiciary ni mu no. Say nipa miensa no, ya odim, at some point, o pese okra kosua law. Why would you watch Ecosiamra? Not that so dear Bobra, now dear Buanco, former Musabra, why better no. Near Busa say, now one never be a lawyer now, or be a lawyer now, or papa be a lawyer now. Who can interview near Busa the same way now? And remember, Master for Akufu, Mechina Bosso as a Chief Justice. Say, there, one tears here say, a lawyer for the door, so Ghana had to do, other Pacho, Lord Yaboma. Lord Yaboma. And on the Tiwanum now, Mama, I want my to say, MPP, dear. Oko Ghana Bar Association, such stupid association, very useless association. Look at the presidents of the Ghana Bar Association and look at their political inclination. When you're MPP, you don't matter.
Okay.
And to be Biana centralized in a certain, you say, yeah, MPP for, where would you pass the MPP lawyer? MPP lawyer be our bone. Onimumra onim judge. Onimumra onim judge. Because obekwa kone judge atena se aka kire say me MPP ni etini ye di asem na ma no. And this lawyer, you have to be an extra sharp, brilliant student to pass. When you my MPP for edi DNDC for omo call law school e wo Ghana. Mami wey one in charge of your friend is a Ghana law report. Now, I'm to be the year Akufo Addo, the dear law report to me, to say editor or editing newspaper. Now, what the front page about. And then the open at it to anymore. I don't know how does that make Akufo Addo a brilliant lawyer without a certificate. Near budget so, obey your lawyer, Ghana. Hey, again, Ghana, I bet me, I say, also a human rights lawyer. No, again, I say he was really a human rights activist. Who person would destroy a democracy, you know, under the cloak of a certain your friend is saying, and me Chief Justice, and I mean, I'm here with Obana Yam Pamono.
All right.
What's that? Because here, Adia Ghana phone time focus on even say me what me call court afre me ma unim bi entia me nko gina ho mo bi nka nkyere me say me ye kronfo abra me nim say di pakro no wa wieska etu pa ma judgment biye wo wiase bia ye fa me nko bua me kumfo me ma me nyu mu ni.
Okay.
The trust in the judiciary, and only the pivot around which democracy revolves.
Okay.
Sammy, me wo susuyepa. Say that be said my adwuma bi na bia. Esinto bia ba ho obi de makọ court. Say wo say me ko. Not judge. Aka asem no.
French name.
Na judge ono se me birth certificate. Et me nkyerɛ sɛ me Ghana ni we nipa. A me nko gyina na ni ma nka me say bre nkyerɛ me. Do you know the sanctity of that institution? They play the God in the lives of the Ghanaian. Okay. It is so 18 in front of my Lord. But Sandy Pano, if he becomes your Satan, why do you have to refer to him or her as your Lord? And okay. You media me who say, wait, or my penny my way. Say, and come by and also constitution, no, it be chapter ha and article way and now clause to say chese o man pani uni say to me ni say otimi yes ade we and why Mr. will come and say man pani other now person we are lawless Akufo Addo. Knowing what they have done, knowing how they have just impoverished the state by robbing from the coffers of the state what it belonged to the state, And Akufo Addo started say, oh, she said judge for, or Pakian people for judge for, you have go Supreme Court, you have go High Court, you have go Appeals Court, you have go, your friend is saying, Circuit Court. Circuit Court. It is an NDC abaiwe, Upa, Momo Fast and Court is here. Yaman 3 months. Omba Boscota said not to baby cry. And you know, the reset agenda, no, maybe they feel said the pivot now. Who here to reset judiciary. Okay. And sana me parliament in assembly your man. Yes, parliament or Sinto baby. Executive Sinto ho. Ono kwa the Afenyo was as into Sinto nyamai. But Sinto de a battery pound. But we no enya to say bia why mistake o. One more bomb mu post on bedi bone. On be your dream. On be nyoma ensem fata. Sani pa no mo ye ekuo no mo that criminal syndicate, you must make sure say by any means necessary. Okay. It's trainer the Akaya. Since I am judicial secretary knows someone resign. Is it true? What resign? Resign. Now reset agenda no. Yentimi hwe kwan ya ebetimi afa so a ye be research ama Ghana fo anya institution ni mu gidie se na obi the list wo kokota obetimi appear before court no we say obenya justice papa enye say obi the me court with the threats.
Yo, it for winning and someone about beto yepono so mekao say so when you subscribe to channel idea bomodi and say obe subscribe now I like video to give us a thumbs up nafi share ma wo foforo so na we be here now who and somewhere koso ewo Ghana memo also wait me atchere wadwen afa ye some we nyira ho ewo comment box ni mu mobeti menkabio in my next video.
Thanks for watching. Like and share the video. You can also drop your comment. Please don't forget to subscribe. Click on the bell to turn on the notification.